Hello Xelluxers, welcome to Premium Training by Xellux Technology. Today we are looking at an Excel function called Textjoin, which is more advanced than concatenate. Textjoin is used for combining multiple cells in a single line while ignoring empty cells. Let's dive in. Let's go here in F4 here. We type equals to, type text joints, hit tab there. We have three arguments: delimiter, ignore empty, and text. First is delimiter. Press your shift, then your quotes, your space, shift, and quotes. Then you add a comma. So the comma now, the next argument is ignore empty. So how will you be able to ignore empty cell here? Is by clicking on true or just press tab key. The next one is our text. So use comma to go to that next argument. Now let's go to our table. Then you highlight our text here from first name, middle name to last name. So let's highlight it here. Then that's all. Enter. Yaxi. That is our display text there. Now let's actually drag it down to see what it actually does. So let's see. We drag it down. So you can see now, let's expand this here. Then let's go to row 6 here. That is Amoni Igbemsayo here. So you can see that in column D6 here, there is actually a space there. And that space in column F here, this space, Amoni Igbemsayo, is not in a single line, and that particular space is actually ignored. This is how amazing Textjoin is. Now, let us compare Textjoin to concatenate. So let me go to H, that is H4 here, let me equals to, then let me type concatenate, there's it, let me hit my tab key, then we have our argument there, our text. So let me go to the table here, then we highlight the name from first name, middle name to last name, then hit enter. There we have it. We have our name here, then let me drag it down. Good. Now let's see the comparison here. First, in column I here, we have our space. Then in column D here too, we have our space. But in column F, using Textjoin, there is no space in Amona Igbemisayo. That particular space is actually ignored. But under concatenate function here, it was not actually ignored. That is how great, how amazing Textjoin is. You can see the difference now. But do you know that Textjoin can do more than this, just ignoring cells? Do you want to know that? Do you want to know that? Okay, let me show you. Let me show you this. Okay, let me come here. We use Textjoin to make our text to be dynamic. Let's say our row labels there, which is accessory, buys, clothing, components. We want to make it dynamic. So I'll come here. I want to add the sum of cells first. I want to add everything together, accessory, buy, clothing, and components. So I want to add it. I'll start with my equals to again, sum. I'll press my tab key. Then we have our argument there. Then I will highlight everything here. Then press enter. There we have it. So that's our figure there. Now I want to actually apply Textjoin now to make our label there dynamic. Let's go. So I'll start with equals to Textjoin here. Textjoin, our argument as usual, delimiter. So I'll press my shift, quote, space, comma, so there will be a comma within the labels, accessory, buy, clothing, and components. So I will press space. Okay, let me press space now. Shift, close my quote. So let's go to the next argument. That is to ignore the empty cells. So you can set it as true, as usual. So what should I do? Hit the tab key. Boom. I'll hit the tab key there. Then we'll go to our text. Let me comma now. So we are in our text. Where's our text? Under row label. That is column E. So let me highlight everything here. Then I'll close my bracket. That is shift 0 to close the bracket. Now I want to type a particular word there, which is sales. That is for the total sales. Just to have that word sales. So we'll be able to make sense out of it. You understand what I mean? So I should be able to do that to combine our text join with a text, what should I do? We'll use a symbol. Which is what we use for that? That is shift and 7. There you have it. That is ampersand. We use ampersand to actually, separate words. That's what we use for. It has a lot of actually miscellaneous function actually. So now after that, what should I do? I'll hold my shift again. Then I'll press my quotes. Then shift and I'll press minus to add underscore. Then I will now type the text actually I want to use there, which is sales. So I'll type S. I'll type the word house sales. Let me add column. Then let me close the quotes. There we have it. Are you ready to see it? Okay, let me press enter. Yaxi, that's why we have it. But we can see it here. Our text is not displaying very well. Let me just drag it here to this column. It's actually showing now. Let me see. We have accessory, buys, clothing, component, and our sales. So you can see the underscore here, just to have the components, just to kind of separate both of them like that. Now, there we have it. Now, let's go and practicalize it. Maybe it's actually working. We created our slicer already. So let me click on, let me start from accessory. Okay, it's working. Our accessory is for 33 bike, 84 clothing, 306 components. Now, how do we know that it's actually working? Consider it's actually dynamic. All our text is actually dynamic. Now, let us add accessory and bike together. How should we do that? Just click on accessory, drag to bike, then release your click. That's it. We have it. You can see in the row level, we have accessory only and bike, and we see the sum of sales. So 433,900 plus 84300, we have our 58200. Guess what? We have it here. But let me kind of go to this view here. Let's check it. Oh, good. So that we can be able to see it very well. That's the reason why I did that. So we have this now. You can see that accessory bikes, the sales is $518,200. Now let me start from bike. Let me add 3 categories together: bikes, clothing, component, click and drag down. That just it. Leave your click. Yaxi. Beautiful. We have our bike, our clothing, our component, and we have the total sales here. Now, let's just confirm if our total sales is actually correct. So, which means we need to highlight everything from accessory to component. Now, let me do that. Click on accessory, drag to bike, hold your click, drag to clothing, hold your click, drag to component, hold your click, then leave it. Beautiful. You can see our figure is the same with the total sale. You can see how amazing that is. Concatenate function can do that. Textjoin is amazing. It is good to have function. You use it to, to make your text dynamic or your label dynamic. It is actually beautiful. I love Textjoin. That is it. Xellux Technology actually give amazing content. We offer different courses from front-end development, data analytics, financial analytics, or we can call it data and financial analytics. We also have that too. We have business analytics. We have back-end engineering. We also have a whole full-stack engineering, data science. Yes, data science is over there. Kindly subscribe to our channels as usual. We really appreciate that. Really appreciate that. Show some love, like, share, subscribe. You understand? I will continue to give you amazing content. So bye bye, Xelluxers. See you in next training. Light out.